the opponent. Oh, but you could watch like Shen or Daigo or something. Let's talk about Daigo instead. Daigo's a better example. You can watch Daigo fight Zangief, and even if you're never gonna have that match against that Zangief or be in any of those specific situations, you can see his general plan and just immediately download a billion things from it. Let's say um, let's say Daigo versus. Okay, this is something I saw. This is a personal example. I played Ryu for a long time, right? I saw Daigo. I was watching Daigo footage, and I saw Daigo on Rose's Wake Up. He did Stand Around House. This doesn't work anymore. This was patched. Back in older versions than Ultra, when Rose did EX Drill, it was invincible, but it wasn't invincible till it hit. It would be invincible for a little bit, then it would stop being invincible, then it would connect. Okay. What Daigo did was on Rose's Wake Up, he would do Ryu Stand Around House, which is 2 hits. You know, that big fucking up kick going up, going down. Um, and the thing is, Rose's reversals are backdash, which the first hit whiffs, and then the second hit catches Rose backdashing. Um, um, EX Soul Throw, which like goes up and then over the opponent, over Ryu, and Ryu recovers from the stand around fast enough to punish that. Or EX Drill, where she EX drills in, fucking the first hit whiffs because the invincibility, but then the second hit connects because the invincibility wears off before Rose can actually hit Ryu. Okay, so this one option that Ryu has that I never even thought to do just completely shuts down Rose's wake up options. Okay, and just removes guessing. You don't need to know what Rose is doing. Like this one option just beats everything with no reaction, no prediction required. Um, and I saw Daigo do that, even though I don't like none of the most of the scenarios that I'm into with fucking Ryu versus Rose are like that. I would never be in most of the scenarios of that matchup. Rose waking up is a scenario I'm in all the time. It's a very general scenario, and Daigo just had a really good option against Rose waking up that just shut down everything, and I could immediately apply that to my game. It's important realizing what can be applied to help you in footsies or to help you in like punish scenarios. Like it's really common to see like Daigo fucking against the Zangief. Like, oh, like what does Daigo do if the Zangief whiffs a lariat? Because fucking there must be something that Ryu must have some optimized thing to do. Daigo must know what it is, and fucking that's a common scenario in a match that probably happened to you. Probably happened to Daigo. Zangief whiffs a lariat, or like Daigo neutral jumps to the SPD. Yeah, I see stuff like that. I absolutely see stuff like that. That's why I watch pros. I have a better eye for it than a lot of people. I'm aware of that. A lot of people, you have to get the eye for it. Like I didn't, I literally, I just saw that specific scenario I just described. I didn't have it explained to me or anything. I just fucking saw it and I immediately understood everything. I'm like, wow, that beats all of Rose's mix-up. All of Rose's wake-up just completely gets shut down by one move. I just saw it and I knew. I was like, wow, that's a really odd thing to do, stand run house. And I thought about why he did it, and I thought about the things that Rose had available, and I just immediately knew. And I could do that because I know what all of Rose's options are. And then I could realize that that one thing would shut down all of Rose's options. So it's character knowledge of Rose, and it's character knowledge of Ryu, and just the knowledge of the move's properties, which I had inherently already. And that's how I could understand why that option was good. And maybe that's where you're tripping up. Superior footsies are a thing that can be observed and copied. Like you, I learned to play fighting games by watching like better Oros than me play other characters. That was like how I got good is I watched better Oros. Like I'll literally find the video that taught me how to play fucking Oro. Find it right now. 30 Oro owning. There you go. 10 minutes 36 seconds. This is how I learned to play fighting games. Is this video. I could look at this video. I haven't watched it in a fuck long time. Um, I could look at this video and look at all the things that he's doing and immediately tell you why they're working against this Ken. And like before I knew why they were working, I just saw that he was doing them and I didn't know why they were working. And you know what I did? I just emulated it. I just did what I saw him doing. I was like, okay, this is probably a good idea. I didn't know why it was a good idea, but I just did it. And then when I did it, I saw it working, and I saw the things that the opponents would do to me, and then I saw the things that Dirty does, and then um, I did the things that he did, and those things that the opponents did to me no longer worked. And I was like, oh, okay, like something like that. Look at that little. He got pushed out to that like range, on right here, and then he universal overheads and punishes a low forward with it. The universal overhead is good because at that range, Ken only has like low forward to hit you and stand roundhouse, but Ken is going to stand roundhouse there. Ken gets high reward off of his low forward and low reward off of his stand roundhouse. I know Ken's options at that range. I see the universal overhead. I know it goes over lows. I know it's going to punish Ken. I know it's nearly riskless to go for. Just looking at that, that's just a little fucking 2-second example. Or like he stand shorts. I didn't know why he was doing stand short. I had no idea. Now I know that it just whiffs the fastest and the rock hits are the hits you care about, not the fucking normal hits. He went for like 6 overheads in a row. I know people are going to be fucking rocking. I didn't know back then. Now I know that fucking opponents are going to be rocking up and down between the block directions, trying to guess right repeatedly, and no one's going to be just sitting there holding a single blocking direction. And 6 overheads in a row is just fucking what it took to open that Ken up. And Aura safe for all those 6 overheads because fucking the stones are covering his recovery. I know that now. I didn't used to know that. I used to just copy. Copying is a fine tool. Can you show some Elena footage and do this? Yeah, sure. I might not be able to find some high-level Elena footage very easily. I searched Socko Elena. This is actually a video I watched while I was trying to learn Chun-Li versus Elena. I was like, what does Elena do versus Chun-Li? Because I found it to be a hard matchup. You actually mentioned that recently, didn't you? You said you fought a Chun-Li and it was hard. Well, this is a better Chun-Li than fucking either of us have ever fought. Probably. And this is Socko, who's like the best Elena. First of all, I noticed immediately he wasn't fucking sliding under fireballs, and I could tell you I slid under a couple fireballs, and it fucking doesn't work versus Chun-Li, so I immediately knew that was dumb. So don't do that at all. Don't even attempt it. That should go without saying. So I tried to see what he does do versus fireballs to avoid them. Or like to deal with them, rather. So like just looking at fireballs, for the most part, I noticed he picked healing. Or he picked Ultra Double, but he has healing. I was running Ultra 1. If you just absorb fireballs and turtle, you can... Ooh, that was nice. You can win the fireball war against Chun-Li just purely by... Like, she doesn't have a good option to prevent you from absorbing fireballs from full screen. If you just absorb a lot, you're going to get Ultra Meter really fast without losing health. And then when you do lose a lot of health, you can actually use that Ultra, which is going to be a full Ultra, and you're going to recoup all the damage. So you don't have to worry about losing in fireball wars, because if they just throw fireballs at you, it's fine. And you can apply that to every matchup. But hold on a second here. He got about this far away, and then he focuses here, right? There. No. Fuck. Where was it? There. He was expecting probably a sweep. I don't know. Some Chun-Li poke. The thing is, like, he focuses. Obviously, it's a really open scenario. Like, you can focus against any character. But I didn't know, but Chun-Li is really weak to focus. Like, really weak. And I was not using focus at all when I was fighting Chun-Li. And I just started doing it, and I started realizing, wow, focus beats a lot of the shit Chun-Li has. If she Hazan-Shus from that range, it beats it. If she fireballs, you absorb the fireball, you can backdash, you're safe, you got some Ultra Meter. If she pokes you with a sweep, you can forward dash on reaction and then throw her, and it's a punish. Like, everything Chun-Li has to hit you from that far away, focus punishes. Okay? And he got Chun-Li, he released it just randomly, and he got Chun-Li backdashing or something, jumping. And then got the juggle, which is kind of cool. So that's a combo I just downloaded from this video. I already knew that one worked, obviously. But if you get a focus stack on an airborne opponent, which you can react to, hard uppercut juggles. So that's just something you can just do every single time that you get that scenario. He's going for the wake-up mix-up of overheads and lows. Oh. There's a lot of stuff that's just very general. So low. Chun-Li punished it. He still did it, even knowing that Chun-Li had a punish available, so it's like a mix-up. Sam Roundhouse poke. It's got a really far attack box. It's good against some of Chun-Li's pokes. It counter pokes a lot of them. Far Star Roundhouse is actually one of Elena's farthest normals. That back roundhouse after the jump in, that's like a solid tactic to use against any character. Jump in into throw, and jump in into back roundhouse is just a true mix-up. If they throw you, they get hit by the back roundhouse. If they crouch tech, they get hit by the back roundhouse. And if they don't do either of those things and you throw them. So it's just like fucking anytime you can push that mix up, it's good. And after a jump in, after this jump in, he jumps over a fireball. Chun-Li has no anti-air because she's busy. She's committed to the fireball. She's committed to the dash. Like she can't. After the forward dash, she didn't have an anti-air that she could use. So that was like anytime you jump in as Elena, you can push that mix up. That's like a good mix up. That's a guess with no reaction. That was he backdashed on wake up, which is good as a general idea with Elena. And then he whiff punished the Hazan shoe that he saw with a stand short. Stand short is good as a whiff punish. And then he canceled it into medium, what do you call that? Link's tail. Because that combo's from stand short. He lost that round granted. But like I had a lot of tech from fucking the first round alone. It's like, okay, I'm gonna play the matchup like this. And of course, I didn't mention it, but the things that Chun-Li was doing that were working, like, it's important to learn from those too. It's important to look at what Chun-Li did and be like, I need to be better in soccer. I need to not lose health to that. I need to know that Chun-Li's down roundhouse beats fucking Elena's down roundhouse, so I need to not, like, use that button when I'm in risking eating that button, you know? Okay, that was actually an interesting scenario. I didn't even realize it for a second, and then I realized it, and I was like, oh yeah. Chun-Li's poking with, this is really weird and cool. Chun-Li's poking with, back forward, and, it whiffs the first time, and Sakonoko sees it. Chun-Li is going to be empty canceling that to another medium kick, because if it whiffs, nothing happens, and Chun-Li doesn't risk anything. And if it hits, Chun-Li, like, cancels into the up kick and gets a lot of extra damage on reaction by doing the Tensho It's a little empty cancel she has. Sakonoko sees she's trying to empty cancel, and the way to blow up an empty cancel is to get within range and then still block. So he tries to scoot in just a little bit and then return to blocking, which he actually successfully does, but he fails to bait out the empty cancel. But I see that he saw that back medium kick, and I can tell if I'm ever fighting a Chun-Li and I see that back medium kick, I know the Chun-Li's going for that, and I know I'm going to emulate it. I know I'm going to try and get the walk block to try and punish the empty cancel. Because the entire reason empty cancel works is proximity based. They walk into it so that they're not blocking. Low short throw. It's important to rep that throw sometimes, just to remind your opponent you have it. There you go. Look at that, dude. Have you seen me do that? I've done that. It's because that mix-up doesn't dissipate after the first one. I used to just do the one back roundhouse and then do my block string, and that was it. And if I see the black roundhouse be blocked, I'm just like, okay, like, fucking let's try again. And that works a lot of the time. Low short, back roundhouse. It's like fucking, okay, they've seen the back roundhouse. If I try and walk in for a throw, or if I do low jab, back roundhouse again, like that's a mix-up still. And that back roundhouse is safe too, because it hits really deep. Back roundhouse is always safe. It's only like -2. Very few characters can punish that. -1, something like that. Oh. Chun-Li's focus is pretty strong. The whole combo was really strong. He tried to forward dash, focus forward dash through that fireball, and it wasn't a punish. If you're not point blank when absorbing a fireball, Chun-Li recovers really fast from her fireballs, and so she can hit you coming in from the focus forward dash. So don't focus forward dash Chun-Li fireballs. Always focus back dash them. Chun-Li has fast fireball recovery, and her fireballs are very slow, which means it takes a long time for them to hit you. Looking at Sakonoko eat that made me realize that. Ultra double's pretty weird against Chun-Li. I'd probably run Ultra 2. Until I see the way that he lands Ultra 1, I would think Ultra 2 was better. See how I walked in and just immediately blocked again that down roundhouse? That's just very safe. Trying to, like, trying to move safely. There you go. He caught that was it. Look at that. That was an insane combo, actually. I went too far back. Gotta wait another, like, 10 seconds. That time, I figured this out on my own, pretty easily because I knew a lot about the game. But when that back roundhouse gets a counter hit, which it often will against like a okay, this is actually two impressive things in very short succession. When you stand strong, not only is it an anti-air for 40 damage and like dodges the entire mix-up of your opponent trying to land on you and fuck you up with a mix-up. I mean with a combo. Not only do you say fuck you and do 40 damage to the opponent instead of blocking a long fucking block string or whatever, um, potentially getting mixed up. But after Elena gets anti-air strong, she can forward dash and then do her throw back roundhouse mix-up, which is once again a pretty safe mix-up. It's only unsafe against reversals. So that one thing is not only is Elena rewarded with her damage, but she's also rewarded with a mix-up. And there's a lot of stuff you can do there. You can do the anti-air stand strong into an overhead, like the hard mallet smash, which is safe. You can do it into dash forward back roundhouse. You can do it to dash forward throw. You can do it to dash forward low forward EX mallet smash. You can do it for dash forward, low forward hard link's tail. You got all these options to mix the opponent up after that anti-air. And you have time to do that dash and get close to the opponent and still be frame advantaged enough to throw out a fucking back hard kick before they land and recover. Then he counter hits the frame trap, and back roundhouse when it gets a counter hit is a pretty comfortable link into jab. And then he gets the full combo out of that. Well, almost the full combo. Oh yeah, and then that was also something that I saw. Like I don't even remember anything that I analyzed this. I don't remember what specifically I analyzed from this the first time I watched it. But like looking back at this, what all I'm seeing. Um, Look here. See that EXDP, and he gets hit by the fireball. He fucked it up. But I understand a bunch of shit that I didn't understand 2 seconds ago, which is that Chun-Li just went for far strong into fireball, which is normally a pretty good little block string for Chun-Li. She gets to keep the pressure. Like it's a far move that still cancels. But the fireball hit's really delayed, which controls space for a long time for Chun-Li, but also it's not a true block string. That wasn't a fucking EXDP, that was an Ultra. And that just shows, that's why he's running Ultra Double, is if Chun-Li's walking in, if Chun-Li uses the far strong at max range into fireball, which you can react to, and you have Ultra 1, you can Ultra 1 through the fireball in reaction. And I know that now, having seen this, and if I'm ever fighting a Chun-Li and I've got this fucking Ultra 1 stocked, it's like, wow, if I see that far strong fireball, I can be like, oh shit, I can Ultra 1 this, and then turn out the motion. And granted, Sokka fucked it up, but that's 100% practical. That would be a really good thing to go for on reaction to a far strong. All you have to do is every time you block a far strong, start turning that ultra motion. If the fireball comes out, you got time to ultra. Sokka's pressure is real good. He's got nice mix-ups there. Meaty overhead, walk forward, back roundhouse. Tried to walk up throw, but he didn't walk far enough. And he got the cancel off the low strong as a punish. A lot of these scenarios are quite specific, but you'll find a Chun-Li pretty quickly. It's going to try and far strong into. Oh, there it was. There it was. There it was. I didn't even see this yet, but I already knew. I already knew because I'd already seen the scenario. Chun-Li was whiffing back medium kick. And then he got Sokka walked into it, and he got the empty cancel into stand medium kick, and then on reaction he did the Tensho Kyaku. He's doing the empty cancel with back medium kick. I already knew that was something Chun-Li had access to, even though I've literally never seen it before. That was max range. He only did one jab because he was really far out when he landed it. At the same time, it shows that one jab still works with the combo. He wanted to catch Chun-Li committing to the early parts of a fireball there. He failed. Everyone's footsies are good for a reason. Never think about it just in terms of, oh, they're a better player. There's a reason they're a better player, and you can observe the reason. That was pretty smart. He knew that fireball wasn't going to hit him, and he used it. Like, Chun-Li can only have one fireball on the screen at a time. I went back too far again. And so he knew that he wasn't in danger of getting hit with any of Chun-Li's pokes or anything. And he knew that fireball wasn't going to hit him, so he used that little window to build some meter. Check it out. Look at that. Got the light link style and you got the uppercut. Pre-meter. Stand light kick into Link's tail. I already knew that was good. He baited it out. He got the walk forward block and Chun-Li did the double commit and then he punished it. His punish unfortunately dropped. Picked it up again. I just saw the fucking short jab combo into, what's it, spin scythe whiff on Chun-Li. So if I didn't already know that, I know now that you have to end combos on crouching Chun-Li with scratch wheel. That was cool. He whiff punished Chun-Li's down roundhouse, I think. One of her buttons with low strong. Look at that. And he whiffs the low strong was a whiff punish. It was gonna whiff or it was gonna hit as a whiff punish. Okay, two options. Okay, if it whiffed and he canceled the EX mallet smash, nothing would happen. If it whiff punished and he canceled the EX mallet smash, it would suddenly get him close. It would combo from the low strong. It would suddenly get him close, and he'd be able to finish with a full combo. That was like a riskless low strong cancel. That was an empty cancel. Empty cancel is a whiff punish. Very good. And then his combo is really good too. It's important to be very dynamic with your combos. He cancels into hard link's tail, and then he F80Cs into the stand fierce. It's like max damage. He's got a lot of meter, and he's up a lot of health. So that kind of combo is really good at this point. Chun-Li's got low health, and once she's in chip health, it becomes a very one-sided game. Oh. These combos are insane. He went for the reset because he was trying to dizzy Lena. Look at that. He walked in one fucking micrometer. And he blocked, and he got the Chun-Li to block to have blocked the back medium kick. They got 1 micrometer and then block. Just as a counter to the empty cancel, and then the Chun-Li sees it and F80 sees it on reaction, which was really smart. One thing I'm noticing about Sako is that he's not rushing to push the mix-up at all. Okay? Like when I was playing especially earlier, whenever I got close enough to EX mallet smash, I would EX mallet smash. I was like, oh, it's done. Like, here's my opportunity. Here it comes. But oftentimes, Sako won't do anything. And he doesn't, like, an EX mallet smash could get him killed right now. If Chun-Li blocks it correctly and then low short EX legs, he'd be done. He doesn't need to take that kind of risk to win, and I'd be thinking about taking that risk if it was me. But I realize that Sako realizes that fucking that's not a risk worth taking, and now that I've thought about it, it's like, okay, that isn't a risk worth taking. You've got Ultra, you've got a pretty good chance of landing Ultra. Well, it's a terrible jump in. He let himself get killed on reaction. That was just a bad idea. Oh, that was a close stand hard kick on wake up, which is still throwing me in, by the way. You don't have to use back roundhouse. Stand hard kick works too, and it's not low me in, or it's not low me in any way that means anything. But it's more frame advantage. It's +3, and on counter hit that makes it +6. So you can get much bigger combos out of it and much more reliable combos. It's comboable without counter hit. That's the big thing. He got the counter hit, and he got big damage out of it. And you can do that after any time you get close to the opponent on wake up, on post focus dash, stuff like that. That was a punish. Low strong into EX mallet smash is really good far punish because it gets you point blank immediately. That's a really good use of meter. Ugh, traded with the sweep. That was so weird. EXDP is a really reliable anti-air. I don't know if he needed to do it there, but it was going to kill there, and none of her other anti-airs would have. Maybe Crouch Fierce would have. But that was kind of a close uppercut but it still works even if it's close. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea why he did fucking Rhino Horn there. That seems really weird even to me. I mean, I don't claim to understand everything that Sako does, but that's just insane that he went for that. That's just so strange. Trying to kind of poke a particular Chun-Li normal maybe. He got the meaty towards forward and then he comboed the jab. It's pretty cool. It's really hard to do. And then he got the full combo out of it. Then he reacted to that cross up. That's an ambiguous cross up, I think. Comboed the trade. I forgot that was here. I mean, I forgot everything was here. I don't remember this match at all. That was cool. That was a punish. Chun-Li mashes lightning legs, crouch short punishes. I mean, crouch jab. That was an empty cancel. Sandlike kick into medium uppercut. Chun-Li walked into it. Because Chun-Li walked into it, it worked. Empty cancels are good against Chun-Li. That was the focus tag dash in throw. As soon as you absorb something, forward dash. It's really good against a lot of Chun-Li's options. Also, he's using a lot of light and medium Link's Tail. I almost never use those moves, but they're actually really good. Half because people often mistake them for hard Link's Tail, and half because they have way less whiff recovery. The light one is very spammable. It's only very slightly minus, and ooh, that was a good raw EX mallet smash. Whiffing the light one is not so bad, and having it blocked it far away is not so bad, and it's really easy to space at max range. That's a combo. Towards strong is one frame link into crouch jab. That was a combo too. He did it meaty. If you do your overheads meaty, which you should be doing anyway, you have more time to combo out of them. Also, he got medium Link's Tail into hard uppercut in the corner. That's character specific. Seems to work on most characters. I think it's one frame though. Cool. He really could have just killed Chun-Li with stand short and uppercut. It's normally what I'm using to chip out. There it was. Dash under, crouch jab, uppercut. Just as good. Just as good. He used medium uppercut too. I don't know the expressed purpose. I think because it carries forward a little bit more than the hard one does. The hard one's faster, but I don't think it moves as far forward. There's the focus stack doing good work at that range. He released instead of forward dashing. Release is usually better if you've already got the level 2. Forward dash is usually better if you are still at level 1. It's really difficult to make that decision in the heat of the moment though. That was actually the hard Link's Tail he super canceled. Medium Link's Tail super canceled does a lot more damage. But he was already going for the medium Link's Tail. Oh, he had the full heal. The full heal is still punishable by some things, even after super, which is the best possible scenario to get a full heal. Crouch jab after the Hazanshu. All Hazanshus are -2, I think. Right? Or are they -1? I don't remember how Hazanshus work. But they're minus frames, that's the point. If you block one and you jab immediately, Chun-Li doesn't have charge right after that. And she doesn't have a reversal to beat you or anything. She has no normal that beats that crouch jab, basically. Because it's a 3-frame crouch jab and Chun-Li is at disadvantage, and her fastest move is 3 frames too. Because she's at disadvantage, she can't get her 3-frame move out as fast as you can. So Sakura changed to full Ultra 2, by the way, instead of Ultra Double. He didn't get a good opportunity for a healing. He probably could have EX Reinhorn one of those fireballs, but he had to do it really early. But it's fireball immune for all the time it's traveling, so. Jumping into immediate heart EX mallet smash is actually incredible. I've never even thought about that before. I think I stopped watching this video by this point. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I'm dead serious. I really didn't. Like, jumping overhead into immediate land. No one's expecting that shit. No one. Everyone's expecting, like, the fucking low short or the low forward that you could be doing. Like, not even the heart Link's Tail or anything. Just the fucking low special move. Look at how he's using the max range pokes and then using light Link's Tail cancels. That's really good. That's, like, really spammable versus Chun-Li. She doesn't have... What the fuck? Why'd that work? That was insane. Red focus. Chun-Li didn't react fast enough. Chun-Li's pokes from that far out, like, she doesn't have a punish versus a light Link's Tail. Maybe sometimes she can do far strong, but normally she needs... All her fast normals are pretty short range. And all her pokes are pretty slow. So it's like Chun-Li has actually a pretty hard time. That was cool. Getting the uppercut, and it traded, and he forward dashed and got the rest of the uppercut. That's like a combo that I just learned from Sako. Although once again, I already knew it worked. I already know everything about Elena. There's nothing for me to learn. Jumping into overhead is really good too. He neutral jumped. There was no threat of like the jump in hit stun covered it put Chun-Li in hit stun or block stun, which covered the timing for the startup of his overhead. So and he wasn't gonna get thrown from that far out. No Chun-Li would ever throw there. It's way too far. So like that neutral jump was really safe from that range anyway. And it's a safe jump. So even if she EX birds, that's really good actually. Like oftentimes you forward jump after the link's tail, but in the corner you just neutral jump. There's no reason to forward jump. You just keep the opponent in the corner. Um, no ambiguous cross up, but whatever. You get the safe jump. You don't need the ambiguous cross up. So Chun-Li could not have EX birded that because Elena would have landed and blocked in time, and then it would have been low strong EX spin scythe. Chun-Li would have lost a shit ton of health. But then the jump in covered the startup of his animation. Then he got that, and fucking no no one's gonna be throw teching there, and he could get it out relatively safely because Chun-Li had to recover from the animation, then fucking do a crouch short. And then, of course, after overhead hits, you're +2, so, he could fucking continue the pressure with crouch jabs and stuff. This range is just really difficult. Oh, there you go. 7-frame move. Chun-Li was not having it. Kojiro. That's a 7-frame ultra. He's like, this is -7 at least. I think it's exactly -7. He's like, I'm going to wait till I see that move, and then I'm going to block it, and then I'm going to punish with my fucking ultra. But now he doesn't have the ultra, so Sokka could go for a healing quite easily. And even though he took damage from going for the full healing, he still got more health overall. As long as Chun-Li doesn't have the ultra, healing is much easier to go for. That's an important consideration to make in this matchup. I think from that range, that medium Link's tail was safe. And his jump fierce is a good air there. I think Chun-Li could have jumped air thrown, but he didn't react fast enough. Or jump jabbed or something. Jump fierce if he had really fast reactions. Combo the trade. It's an important scenario to be ready for. Every single time you mallet smash, you'd be thinking, what if this traded? Could I still get the jab link? And the answer is yes. 90% of the time. Depends on what you trade with. Usually that normals. Short combo because he was far. Going again for that raw EX mallet smash. Zero risks, just defending himself properly. He knows he can win this, just like some opportunity is going to be available. Chun-Li's just going to open herself up either to a poke or to like an anti-air or something bigger. EX mallets, EX Rhino Horn could, oh, nice jump jab, stand jab. Like Chun-Li could not like win without guessing something. High M Bip stoned and high BHS man. This is just a replay. This isn't me. It fucking says Sakonoko on the screen. And it should have like the fucking search bar on it unless I moved it down too far. Look at that. Look how safe that is. The what do you call it? The Link's tail. He's using that so much. And it just looks so spammable. He's just not being punished by it at all. I mean, that was a punish. That's a pretty bad punish. That's like the opposite of not being punished at all. It's the worst possible punish you could eat. But I'm just saying, like, fucking, for the amount he's using it and for the amount of damage he just got off of it, it's doing a lot of work for him. And even then, like, Chun-Li's only punish has been Ultra. It's like, just don't do it when Chun-Li's Ultras. And you'd be doing even better than Sako is. I'm not as good as Sako. If punished with that low forward, he should have cancelled it to mallet smash. He's already shown that would have been a good idea. He should do it for every single low forward that's used out of range. He did it for that one. Did you see that? I saw it. Yeah, now they pull in a little bit more. So you'd have to do the light one instead of the medium one. But you can still space out the light one to make it safe. That's still possible. The light one's exactly the same. But you see that? He did low forward, and then he did the half circle back to EX mallet smash. Lena is fun. This is 1.03 though. Every single one would be getting both hits in 1.04. Much more reliable. Look at that overhead. That overhead is really spammable. He's going a bit crazy with it, trying to make a point. There it is. You see it? Fucking anti-air stand strong, forward dash, and he stand rouse that time. More reward, or less reward, less risk. Well, didn't get punished for that purely because Kojiro apparently didn't know the matchup. That's a punish. Yeah, Sakura's being a bit dumb with that Link's tail even. He could have FADC'd that one to safety. Actually, I'm not sure he could have, because FADC might be slower than the actual genuine recovery. That was good. Super goes through fireballs, and it's actually really good at it. Ultra 1 also goes through fireballs, and it's pretty good at it. They're about as good as each other, actually. They'll work from about the same range. Ultra might actually work from slightly farther. Super is only good because it's insanely fast. Ultra is kind of fast, but Super is insanely fast. Super's got 4-frame startup, which means you can punish fireballs even pretty late, as long as it's still before they hit you. That's a good little combo. When you watch modern Elena footage, are you seeing things you don't know to do? I have a pretty good knowledge of what Elena should do. It's like, sometimes I don't know based on the character I'm fighting what things are better than others. That happens all the time. Um, and occasionally there is some new shit that I fucking didn't know was possible. Although in this game it tends to be that every combo that theoretically is possible you can just figure out yourself. You know what I mean? There aren't a lot of secret combos in Street Fighter 4. It's like if it juggles, you know it juggles, and if it links, you know it links. But footsies, definitely, I'm always learning new things when I watch modern Elena footage or old Elena footage. It's easy to pick up footsies in any matchup, in any video you watch. Even if your character's not on screen, it's easy to pick up footsies. Well, it depends. Yeah, the matchup is really different. Like, it was like Dawson versus Zangief, and I play like Ryu. I'm probably not going to learn a whole lot of important things about how Ryu fights either of them. I like that. He did a really unsafe one, and he red focused it and immediate released. Normally, you'd like hold the focus for a bit and release right, and Chun-Li's reversals will punish that. But that time he traded with the red focus, and he got a decent combo going. That's a really good answer to focus stack, or it's a pretty good answer to focus stack. Low forward into EX mallet smash. I think you can counter hit the EX mallet smash with the focus, but it gets hit midair. Backdash on wake up. Avoids the fireball, avoids the attacks. It's really showing me how spammable crouch jab and well, that was nice. He had the meter to burn there so hard. Link's tail was the one he used. It really shows how spammable crouch jab and light Link's tail are in this matchup. Just give Chun-Li a lot of problems and stand short. Oh, he had a much bigger punish available than that. Meaty throw, he timed it too early. That was just straight up a fuck up. Chun-Li didn't do anything to get out of that. He was just trying to do it as early as possible. Samurai House trying to counter poke the low strong. Maybe that's why he's doing it. He canceled, but he got counter hit. It looked like he canceled twice or something. Reversal, I don't know why he did that. Maybe it gets him out of the corner. I don't think it does. Trying to whiff punish the sweep with the sweep. That's difficult. Tensho Kyaku. Chun-Li's got super and ultra. And he's Probably not even going to bird bar to win. Nice. There aren't that many modern Elenas, which doesn't help. I've got to be the modern Elena, if you know what I mean. I've got to think of the crazy things to do in certain matchups. But I mean, you can go find me versus what's his face? What's the Chun-Li player who comes to my stream? That was really nice. You can do that on reaction. It's like a fucking third strike combo. Like that combo's not in third strike, but that's what third strike combos are like. Far strong, react to it hitting, land a super. It's like a Ken combo in third strike. Sucker looking helpless. Yeah, the Exeter, that's his name. I forgot that I was even trying to remember his name. I must be tired. But yeah, you can find footage of me fighting the Exeter, and I've found like there's a long recorded footage of me losing to him over and over, and I do figure out some shit that helps me against him. But I've all the times I fought him recently, oh, double overhead, only blocked the first one properly. Um, all the times I fought him recently, I've actually beaten him in tournament. And I just do the things that I found that were pretty good against him slash Chun-Li. I mean, I don't want to fucking hype myself up compared to Sako, because I'm nothing. Like, if I do this video and then, like, if I do the Sako video and then I, like, do my video, it'll be like, wow, fucking Baf, you suck. But, I do take some things that I saw from that and try to apply them to the way I fight, Exeter. And I have been doing a lot better against Exeter just from doing that. He should have backtested immediately, honestly. Ooh, I, I've been in that scenario many times. Line of sweep, low profiles, and its recovery, and a lot of focus stacks don't hit low profile. Like Adon's or Sakura's. Well, or Chun-Li's apparently. Yeah, we haven't seen that work yet, or we've seen it work, but only errantly. Maybe it only works errantly. Maybe he does it so it can errantly work. Oh. Kochiro's trying hard to make a big comeback. He could have won right there. Oh, that's such a fuck up. He definitely had the win if he just hit stand short uppercut. He was too afraid. Should never be afraid to hit a 4-frame move that goes like half screen. When it's fucking basically unblockable. That focus dash in was real good, and then he got the jab combo. Focus dash in into jabs is good in any scenario, no matter what you absorb. But he saw that it was working, and he did the full combo. This is just a really great round for fucking Sako. Don't even think anything needs to be said after that shit. Stick that shit up. It didn't work. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Hugo Alex Valle versus the Exeter. Maybe I can search my uploads. I have 4,062 subscribers. I broke 4K. Hooray. I think I just called it studying the Chun-Li matchup or something, actually. Analyzing Elena versus Chun-Li. I said I was analyzing, but actually I'm playing. That's how I'm analyzing, by playing. So I just picked a random match pretty deep into this. Let's get the start of a match, please. I just picked a random match pretty deep into this. Let's watch how it goes. God damn it. Can we please have the start of a round? I pick healing, even though I used to run Ultra 1 in this matchup. I think healing's a lot easier to use and better. Anti-air. I use the anti-air as a reset. I get the combo out of it because I saw that it worked. Neutral jump trying to bait, I don't know what I was trying to bait. Normally you use that kind of neutral jump to bait an EX spinning bird. What the fuck happened here? He like stopped going in. Once again I used the anti-air as a mix-up scenario. Same exact mix-up. It's safe though. It's the safest option I have. Meaty low short. Got the combo. This is actually looking like a really good round. I wasn't expecting to get one this clean. Stand strong. Didn't commit anything that time. That went impeccably for me. Focus backdash. Get that meter, that health. Walk and block. See the micro walks, micro blocks I'm doing? Got a combo, confirmed out of it. This guy was kicking my ass when the match started. I watched that Kojiro video. I watched most of it. That was dumb. I watched most of it before I ran this set. I dropped that combo, and I dropped it again. These things happen. Focus from that range is really annoying versus Chun-Li. That kind of focus is really bad versus Chun-Li, and I shouldn't have done it. I'm using the jab a lot, though. Cool. Alright, that was kind of too good a match. I didn't want a match that good. You know what I mean? Exeter's a pretty solid Chun-Li when he wants to be. Nature Jumping Fireballs is not so good in this matchup. That's a good trade. Lena has a hard time getting that trade. You have to slide really predictably. I saw that Sako did that, and I didn't even mention it as a punish, because I did a light version on accent, or a medium version on accent. Light one's even faster. I'm still dumb with my focuses. That was the focus forward dash. It's not super risky to do. As my mix-up, he actually blows me the fuck up. He could have ultraed there, but he didn't. He definitely should have. That was a really bad slide on my part. I take the blood healing here. Blood healing. I ended up breaking about even, which is bad because I wasted my ultra. Breaking even is not good enough. Now I'm in the same scenario, but I've got no ultra. I got a really lucky jump in. I dropped the combo though. I could have won right there. If I blocked that, I wasn't expecting it. I forgot this match. I haven't watched it since it happened. I haven't actually rewatched it at all. This set. I just was there when it happened. I'm ending all my combos in mallet smashes to stay close. He's not very good at punishing them, so I'm sort of unafraid of using them. Pick the worst possible time to commit to a sweep. You can sweep anti-air. It's actually pretty good. A forward jump trying to bait an EX bird. Oh, you've seen this. You've seen this whole set. You watched me versus the Exeter 2 or 3 times, no less. I got a pretty reliable chance to do the healing there. I still died. These things happen. I didn't play like Sako that round, and I got my ass kicked. It's part of it too, you know what I mean? Were we just done for a while? Oh, I probably took like a fucking break or something. I think I stepped out for some reason or another. I definitely talked about it. I'm running commentary this whole time. That was a really good jump in on my part. I should have just gotten the confirmed combo instead of going for some gas reset. Everything's obvious in retrospect. I make a lot of mistakes. Mistakes are very rarely punished. Meaty stand roundhouse. I did that because I saw Sako do that. Meaty crouch jabs. EX uppercut. That's my own tech. Autocorrect uppercut's really good for punishing that down forward roundhouse. So if I'm good at the autocorrect uppercut, I can just basically shut down Chun-Li. That's also my own tech. Stand Fierce punishes Ultra 2. Ultra 2 has a lot of recovery. You have to forward dash to punish it. Slide around start is kind of dumb in any matchup. Stay around has meaty again, and I whiff punished that, but it wasn't the greatest whiff punish. That was an option select. I did a crouch jab, and then I tried to slide, and I got it. Caught the backdash. I was looking for it and I caught it. Ooh, that's not the kind of trade I can combo. That's the kind of trade he can combo. That time he focused backdash, literally looking for me to focus forward dash. Now I got my air to air. That was impeccable. I got my air to air and I forward dashed and got Stay Around House. It didn't work, but you know, it was safe-ish. That was anti-air sweep. Doing work. Elena combos. Now I'm like, I just need to win by turtling, I think. I realized that at this point in the match. I'm just like, okay, let's win without doing anything. And then I do. Win only through whiff punishing. Always nice when that happens. I'm only going to watch one more match. Hopefully I do well in it. I was losing a lot at the start of this set. But I started applying more and more shit that's good against Chun-Li, and I started winning a lot more. In the end, I still had more losses than wins because of how much I was losing right at the beginning. But I got some streaks going as I figured out Chun-Li, and to a lesser extent as I figured out Exeter, but mostly as I figured out Chun-Li. I had an uppercut there. That was a mistake. Nowadays, I'd uppercut that. I had a couple opportunities to uppercut there. Really good scenario versus Chun-Li. Oh, I could have comboed the trade. I would have gone for that. I didn't go for that back then. This isn't even that old. This is mid-Feb. End Feb. Mid-Feb. I knew he would try and punish, and I knew he would not be able to in time. So I got the partial healing. I expected I'd get a punish opportunity out of it, like he would try and punish one way, and then I would be able to, his failed punish would give me a punish to kill. That's what I was hoping for. That's why I healed like that, at that specific range. The worst feeling is when you're hungry and you want to sleep. Because you can't decide which to do. And it's even worse when you have acid reflux, because then you have to pick one or the other. You can't do both. Oh. That focus. That was kind of a bad focus. And I backdashed, which is even worse, because I had a good forward dash available. He did it first. And I'm dumb. Level 3 focus into full ultra is what all Chun-Li's dream of. I really should have anti-aired that. That would have the mix-up that I potentially needed to win. Oh, the whiff punish. That was okay. I could have just killed him with the whiff punish, but what I got was still pretty good. Focus, absorb the sweep, dash in, throw. Relatively riskless, really good against Chun-Li. And I anti-aired to kill him. There we go, that's good enough. I got a bunch of wins at the end of that set. I think I'm gonna cut the stream because I'm tired as hell. It's been fun, guys. It's 8 a.m. I have my morning nap. Thanks for everyone who came in just recently to fucking watch me break down some Elena footage and see what I see. But I literally go into this, like I was just voicing my thoughts as they occurred to me. This is like every match that I watch. I'm seeing things that I try and apply. And that's how you should be too. That's how everyone should be. So consider this a ghetto-ass primer about fucking analyzing pro footage. And how to utilize that analysis in your own games.